What is up, guys? It's Brandon back again with episode number six. Six. See that? Six. Yep. Talking about Williams. Yep, guys. As I said earlier, we are talking about Williams this episode. Let me give you a quick history about them. Frank Williams originally ran a team using customer cars. Then in 1977, he set up Williams as an F1 constructor, and 2 years later, Clay Regazzoni gave the team its first win at Silverstone, which is their England's home track. The following year, Williams were constructors champions for the first time, and Alan Jones claimed the driver's title. 2 years later, Keke Rosberg, you'll know more about him later when I talk about Nico Rosberg, followed in Jones's footstep again with Cosworth Power. A switch to Honda turbo engines took a while to come, but it ended up delivering in a big way in the mid-'80s when Nelson Piquet and Nigel Mansell were driving. Williams won back-to-back Constructors' Championships that year. Mansell narrowly missed the 1986 title, and Piquet clinched it with the following year. But the loss of Honda engines to McLaren in 1988 hit the team hard. The seeds of recovery were sown when they switched to Renault Power in 1989. We talked about Renault earlier. Mansell returned in 1991, and the following year, Williams dominated again with the FW14B, the name of the car, which pioneered technologies such as active suspension. While Mansell fumed at their rival Alain Prost for 1993, it didn't knock the team off its stride. They easily retained their constructors' title, and Prost retired after claiming his fourth Drivers' Championship. Ayrton Senna arrived in Prost's place in 1994, but it proved a tragically short partnership. Senna, unfortunately, was killed in the third race of the season, leaving Damon Hill to lead the team. He delivered the title in 1996, and Jacques Van Villeneuve, sorry, it's French, followed in his footsteps the next year. But the departure of Renault left Williams looking for an engine supplier once more. A new partnership with BMW brought race wins but not championships, and since the two split at the end of 2005, Williams has struggled to escape from the midfield. Renault returned as engine suppliers in 2002, and the team were backed on the top step of the podium within 5 races. Pastor Maldonado winning Spain. However, they split at the end of 2003, and Williams became a Mercedes engine customer. This proved a well-timed move as the class-leading power unit propelled Williams to third in the championship. Except for last year in 2016, they obviously came in 5th. Their main rivals, Force India, which I'll be talking about next episode, beat them out. Yeah, guys, I actually would say who the drivers are for the season, but unfortunately that's still up in the air, even though I did say earlier that Massa was going to take over. The reason why I say this is because Lance Stroll is the number 2 driver. That's guaranteed. He's some 19-year-old Canadian kid that bought his seat. And originally they wanted to have Valtteri Bottas, the number 1 driver, go in as the number 1 driver again because Felipe Massa was theoretically retiring. Those two were teammates for Williams last year. But Mercedes still has a second seat open. They want Valtteri Bottas in that seat, but he hasn't signed. He hasn't, committed to that spot yet. And so Massa is possibly coming out of retirement if Bottas does sign with Mercedes to be the number 1 driver for Williams again, even though he just had a farewell to his final season last year. So it kind of makes no sense why he is coming back. Also, if Bottas does not sign with with Mercedes, Pascal Wehrlein, I think, should go to Mercedes, and he would not drive for Sauber, and Sauber would have to find another driver. Yeah, guys, that does it for episode number 6, Grid Series KTG. If you missed it, about Williams. My next episode will be episode number 7, talking about Force India. Their main rival, little constructor rival there in England. But yeah, guys, this is USF1, your source for Formula 1 news in the United States. I'm Brandon. Slap that like button if you like this video. Subscribe if you're new. share with your friends. More word, the better. Again, guys, I'm Brandon. Take care.